and welcome to episode 291. Thought I'd come fishing with one of my mates again. He wasn't available, so I brought Darren.
Normal then.
But yeah, so 7 months on for our last visit here, we're back at the Islands Carp Fishery on the Cabin Lake. So me and Darren was here in what,
November.
November. Yeah, November, 7 months ago, which was only 2 videos ago now. But on that case, we was over the other side in cabin number 2, and me and Darren have got cabin number 1. Cabin I have fished from before when I was here a couple of years ago with my good lady missus. And anyway, as you can see, not actually fishing yet. We've literally just arrived. We got held up massively in traffic on the A303, so we're a bit late getting here. All the kit's still on the floor, so and our session actually started an hour ago, so we're a bit late. But not our fault. A303 was backed up. As you can see, lake's looking a lot more green and lush from 7 months ago when we was here in November. But yeah, it's looking good for it. Already seen signs of fish while we've been dropping kit off, haven't we?
Yeah, on your side.
Yeah, you pick the sides. Right, anyway, like I said, we are sort of a bit behind schedule, so we need to crack on. So let's go fishing. He's gonna do it again. Right guys, we are finally fishing. So 10 past 2, that rod's been at about 5 minutes, so luckily enough I had some PVA bags already made up in one of my tubs, so it was quite a quick process really, just getting the rod set up and getting a rod out. One of my new toys I've got is a drone, so if I've done it right and I can do the editing right, you'll be looking at the drone footage now of that rod that's already out going out. So and if I haven't learned how to edit properly, you'll just see me chatting about that rod being out. But I'm going to fish this session in a similar way to how I did last time when me and Darren was in the cabin on the other side, and that is casting that rod, or maybe using a bait boat, which I've brought with me, to the island, or where that one actually went is more the cut through between the bank and the island. I wanted it more on the corner of the island, but it went about 2-3 foot to the left, because not fishing for ages, I'm a bit out of practice. And then left and middle rods are going to be walked round the far margins and dropped in by hand. So I'm fishing PVA bags, so wherever they land they're fishing. Because the bags were already made up in a tub. I can't remember what hook baits are actually on them at the moment, but it's more of a process of just get fishing for the time being, tidy up the swim, and then if I want to make any changes, do that later on. It's just you know, let's just get fishing and hope for the best for the moment. But if I remember rightly, it's the PVA bags in the tub that were still made up from when I was over in that cabin. So yeah, they've been tied up for 7 months now. But you know, don't see any reason why they shouldn't work. Right, I'm going to crack on with getting the other 2 rods sorted, and then I can then tidy up the bomb site that's behind the camera. Right guys, so as I just said, going to walk the other two rods around and just place them by hand, if you like, off the margins somewhere. So this will be the middle rod, which will be the rod that's going to go furthest kind of down the bank. Right, let's crack on, because it's already getting warm. Oh. And there we go guys, that's a nice easy little walk back with the line, minimal disturbance. They're just ever so slightly now picking up the tension in the line, just so that obviously it's a straight line now from the rod tip to rig. Sink the line, and Robert's your father's brother, as they say. Right guys, so in an effort to keep the vlog a little bit shorter, I'm going to do exactly the same with the left hand rod on the nearest kind of point, but I'm just going to crack on and do that without filming it, so you know, to keep the vlog shorter. But here I am waffling, making it go on, but I thought I'll put a little arrow on it for you now, so you can see which point I'm going to be fishing to, and then yeah, we'll leave it there. So try and keep the vlog shorter. Oh, that'll be line settlement. Right then guys, so we are fishing and the swim has now been tidied. So I've brought a variety of baits with me again. I've brought some of the same bait I had here last time, which is the sweet corn and beetling boilies. I've also brought some of my seafood boilies if I want to mix it up. Got a bucket of pellet just here. But what I've done well on baiting it with around this time of year here at the islands is just good old plain sweet corn. So I've got, not that you can see it very well, there you go. That's 2 bags of sweet corn, and then I've just put a bit of water in there as well, just to keep it moist, stop it drying out. And got some of the sweet corn flavoured beetling. So I'm going to make the sweet corn taste of sweet corn, yeah. But just to boost the sweet corn flavour with more sweet corn
flavour.
Yeah. So just gonna put a little splash in there, and then just give that a mix up, and just really just to boost the flavour of the sweet corn, really.
Like scarlet, yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it smell like?
Sweet corn.
So yeah, just a bit more of an attractor really for the sweet corn, and then I know I'm going to get comments now in the thing saying, how many more times do you want to say sweet corn? I'll say it 2 more times. Sweet corn, sweet corn. Sweet corn. Alright guys, a bit of an extreme close-up while I do a sort of a walkie-talkie kind of update with the camera. So yeah, all the rods are now out and fishing. The cabin has now been tidied with a bit of admin. All bait buckets outside, and then keep my tackle bag outside here so it's nice and handy. Scallywag sat over here with all his kit, and then Yeah, we're all nice and tidy inside here as well. Darren's got his bed all laid out. I'm keeping mine folded until it's time to get in it later on, just so it gives a bit more manoeuvrability around the cabin. And then yeah, good thing I say, we got the fridge, cupboards, sink. The fridge is all fully loaded up with food in the cupboards as well, so we're all nicely organised. So it's time to just chill and relax now until the fish decide they want to come along and start doing their bit. Oh, look, fish just boshed out over by the island over there, look. So yeah, so hopefully get a few fish from catch reports I've seen on Facebook. It seems to be fishing okay at the moment, but I can make the best of swims look rubbish when I'm fishing. So sit back, chill, and hopefully get back to you when the fish start playing ball. I'm going to just leave the rods fishing on just in PVA bags for now, and then give it an hour or two, and then I'll start dropping in some of that boosted sweet corn that I've not long just showed you into my spots to, yeah, right, catch up with you later on, guys. Right then, guys, so it's been a couple of hours now since the rods have been out, and obviously nothing's happened, so coming around to put out some of that sweet corn that I boosted up earlier on onto my spots. So
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, yourself?
so we're at the my first point, my left arm rod, just to put some of the corn in off of this point. So we'll put so this one's quite close off of the reeds here, just a couple of foot out, so we'll just we'll do a couple of them, and then I'll move up the bank and do a couple of them exactly the same on the other two spots as well. But I'll do them off camera again, just to keep the vlog a bit shorter. Right then, guys, so just gone 9 o'clock, still completely daylight, literally still completely daylight. That's what I like about this time of year. Yeah, just had a bit of a free air show from a low flying paraglider, but that's about all the action that I've seen today. It's been really quiet. Yeah, it's still quiet. Yeah, and Darren's mates in the other cabin, they're still action free at the moment as well. But yeah, I've got to admit, considering some of the posts I've seen on Facebook recently, I really thought we'd sort of have action pretty much straight from the off, I've got to be fair. And there is fish boshing out. We've had plenty of fish boshing out, especially over our spots where we're fishing, so they are there and they are active. But But yeah, it's also getting to that kind of year where a lot of fisheries are now into spawning mode. Nothing, by if you're watching, has happened here. No signs of it, nothing. So, but just wondering maybe if they're in like a pre-spawning mode where they go a bit quiet before they do spawn. So, or maybe they've spawned already that I've not heard of, and they're having that sort of quiet phase now post-spawning. I don't know, but for the time of year and for the weather conditions and everything, I really just think we'd be into sort of action straight away. I've got to be fair. But anyway, it is getting a bit nippy now, so I'm going to put the camera away. Darren's going to lend me his charger to charge my camera up, because I forgot to put it on charge before I left for this session, aren't you, mate? He's giving me the thumbs up.
Yes.
So, right guys, unless anything happens in the night, I will I'll bid you a farewell for now. And oh, there is one southwesterly blowing. Haven't had one of them for a while. Hey. Oh. Right guys, enough of this stupidity. See you in the morning, or maybe at night. Who knows? Hi, good morning guys. And the blank is out the way. And this is an absolute monster. This is probably not going to be good for my back, this one, but yeah. But let's get her up for you and see what we can do. Oh my God! Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh. Woo! It's a blank saver.
Really?
Yep. Anyway, 6:30 in the morning, guys, and the blank is out of the way with this little common. I haven't weighed it, but there is a thing in the cabin saying all fish under £4 must be returned. I think this just might make £4, maybe £5. Anyway, blank is out the way, guys. Not sure what the bait was, because these, as I said yesterday, these bags are made up since we were last here, but it's a yellow dumbbell wafter of some sort. But yeah, blank is out the way. Hey, let's get some few photos of this monster. But yeah, I was just looking at my camera roll on my phone, and this is my first fish I've caught since the 3rd of October. So 8 months has passed since my last fish. But anyway, let's get her back, get the rod back out. I'll try and get a bigger one. Morning guys, I'm probably awake now after that massive fish I had. Well, what time was it? 6:30. We're now just past 7:30, so after that fish went back, I had to go and have a morning visit to the ablutions, as Mafty UK would say, or as I would say, the facilities. So I've just had me tackle out. Boom boom. Anyway, just made up some more PVA bags here, guys, so I'll get all 3 rods in, get them all back out on fresh hook baits, because as we said yesterday, those hook baits and bags have been made up for 7 months since we were last here, so even though they've caught a fish, they probably wasn't the freshest of hook baits. So I've got 3 bags made up here, and then I'll make some more up for later. So we've got all fresh hook baits for obviously the bagging up that's gonna come now. I'm fishing on fresh hook baits. What's that funny look for?
Nothing, mate.
Oh.
Cooking me breakfast.
So yeah, obviously we're going to bag up. And yeah, and then once Darren's out of the way after he's cooked his breakfast, I'll get some breakfast cooked of my own, because obviously I'm shrivelling up here. Right, I'm going to get these rods sorted out, and then I'll be back with you later on, guys. Right then guys, so that's all 3 rods now redone. So as you just seen, right hand rod that's up towards the island, I've cast that one out 11 wraps and 4 foot. Could probably creep another foot or 2 if I wanted to go tighter to the island. Maybe 11.4 or 11.6 if I wanted, but I'll stay at where I am for now. And then as we saw yesterday, left and middle rods have been walked round to like just off the 2 points, and you know, with a bag just drop down gently until it hits a lake bed for minimal disturbance. The only difference between the 2, middle rod on the far point, I've dropped about 2 foot from the bank, so it's kind of on the ledge in about 3 foot of water. Left hand rod at the nearest point, I've dropped a little bit further out, maybe about 4 foot from the point, and that's probably gone down to about 4.5 foot of water. So fishing slight different depth, and that just enables me to see where the fish might be if they are on the shallower ledge in this water, or if they are swimming around at the bottom of the ledge. Darren's trying to put me off by talking behind the camera. Aren't you, mate?
Don't know what you're on about.
No. But yeah, hopefully the pace will pick up. Like I said, now we're actually fishing on freshly made bags of fresh hook baits. Fingers crossed now the fishing pace might pick up a little. Right, there's a kitchen free. Can I get in there now?
Yeah. Do you want me to cook it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, see you in a bit, guys. Oh.
Hello sir, how may I help you?
Alright mate, can I have 2 bacon and egg rolls please?
Be about 30 seconds.
Okie dokie.
Yes sir.
Ah, cheers mate.
£5.50. Oh, thank you very much sir.
Hi then guys, so little bit of organisation and I'm ready for the fish to start having it off now. I've just sat down for half hour or so, and as you can see here, my neat little stack of PVA bags I've just made.
Sorry, my hand slipped.
You're mean.
Sorry.
Well, that unorganised pile of PVA bags now guys, there's 12 PVA bags there now, so yeah, I'm organised now, ready for the fish to have it off, so not a lot more I can do. I'm prepped.
Sorry mate.
It's got to be neat. Oh, you're not allowed to do it again, otherwise you're getting a smack bottom. So, my nice little neat stack pile of PVA bags there guys. Well yeah, they've all been tied up the same way, inline leads, short, sort of 3.5 inch hook links.
I didn't touch him.
I did. So I realised this morning, what hook bait was actually on that rig from before, and it's the older Beatanana dumbbell wafters. So every single PVA bag has been made up with the same. So I thought I was going to get a live take then, guys, because I thought that was the start of it being about to kick off then. And then Darren would have had to have been my cameraman, but all he wants to do is mess up my piles.
Pardon?
Alright then, guys, yeah, just to chill and relax time now. Darren's going to redo his rods shortly. Darren hasn't touched his rods at all yet today, but we've just seen a couple of fish bosh out on spots where you're not fishing, aren't you?
Yeah,
so,
that's about right, isn't it?
And because Darren can't cast, he's using his bait boat, his new bait boat, which we'll I'm sure we'll see at some point shortly when you do decide to do your rods, which I think you should have done by now, because
I'm lazy.
yeah. Oh, gooses! Oh, that's disturbed the water now. 2 gooses have landed on the lake.
Are they feeding your cob?
Right. Catch you when there's some sort of action going on, guys. Darren's playing with his new bait boat. What bait boat's this one, mate?
Royal King.
Royal King. Lovely.
In our theory, should come home.
Yeah, got all satellite navigation on this one, guys. You can set your destination points and your home point, and so is this now coming home automatically, is it?
Should be. If I've pressed it right. Have I pressed it? Oh no, hold on. It will now. I was pressing set instead of go.
Alright.
No hands.
Oh.
No hands. Ah.
Oh, good.
It won't work now, will it?
Yeah, bearing in mind we've set your home point about a rod length from the bank, so that when it drifts it doesn't
Drift into me rods.
yeah, which it did when you set your home point too close to your rod.
By the way, it is the first time I've used this boat.
Get the excuses in now. I know, yeah, and that's your home point now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. Nice little boat. Weighs a ton, mine, but
Yeah.
oh, look at that full moon. Right, guys, so mid-afternoon update, and it's all still very, very quiet. About half hour ago I went round to the margins to my little points where I'm fishing, and went round with my bucket of pellet and that bucket of corn that I boosted yesterday, and chucked a handful of each over each spot that I'm fishing to try and spur some life into, you know, into the lake, hopefully trying to get something to happen. Obviously nothing yet has happened, but yeah, also very quiet. The guys in the cabin opposite, who are Darren's mates, by the way, Andy and Chris, yeah, they're still on a blank at the moment, so it's definitely the lake and nothing that we're doing wrong. And one of the bailiffs just popped round not long ago actually and said couple of weeks ago, he said they looked like they tried to spawn and then the weather changed and it just stopped them dead. So perhaps what I was saying yesterday about maybe the fish are in a pre-spawning mode, maybe he was right then, because I normally am right. But yeah, I reckon that's why the lake is a bit slow at the moment. It definitely seems they're in that pre-spawning mode, and they're just waiting for that weather to be right again before they go again. But we've had one can turn into two, and two can turn into three. We are seeing the odd fish show, as in show, not spawning show. So it's. But as small as it is, my blank's out of the way. Darren's just got out his tablet and we're going to watch a film now. Right, hopefully be back with you later on with a bit of action. Right then guys, so I'm quickly just wound in my left hand rod, because right down in the corner of my side of the lake, second time in probably the last probably a couple of hours now, but a fish has boshed out what 2 minutes ago now, but right in that corner, second time in that place. So quickly whipped the old left hand rod in, popped on one of them new PVA bags that I retied earlier on. So yeah, can't ignore the signs of showing fish, so just gonna drop a PVA bag on that corner. There we go. With this being our final night, I've got to be off at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. The strategy has now changed from bait and wait to now stick a rod on showing fish. I feel like we should have at least one or two more in this session before we go home tomorrow morning. So yeah, chase the fish now. Got the cob on again, and this time cooking another roast dinner on the bank for me and Darren. So this time we are doing a roast beef. I'll say doing, as in hopefully we'll be doing. There is beef in there, there's potatoes in there, some pigs in blankets in there as well, and yeah, it's my first time doing a joint of beef on the old cob. So we've done chicken before, we've done pork, all both turned out well, so I'm hoping the old beef in here will turn out just as well. I mean, it's not a very big bit of beef, but silver side, so an expensive bit of beef, so I hope it turns out well, otherwise I'm going to ruin a tenner's worth of beef in here. But
Beef.
But yeah, I think we'll have this cooked just in time as well, guys, because due in about half an hour's time we are forecast for some torrential heavy rain, and then it's in for the night as well then. So good thing about the cabin is that we're under the canopy, so we can still sit outside, albeit under the canopy, and still, you know, enjoy the view, eat our dinner. Well, hopefully we'll be eating our dinner, won't we? But yeah, I would show you guys, but you'll have to see the finished article, because obviously lifting the lid mid-cook, you lose all your heat. So but yeah, fishing side of it, guys, it's all still quiet, still only the one fish in total to all four of us on the lake, which was mine, of course.
If you can call it
So
fish.
yeah, unless anything happens in about the next 15-20 minutes, guys, then I'll do an update of seeing how this roast beef, or this beef roast dinner turns out. Right guys, roast beef is a success.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, it looks good. Go away, fly. So we've got roast beef, pigs in blankets, roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, mixed veg, and the gravy. So,
That's what he said.
right, bit of gravy on that one. That's Darren's. Bit of gravy on mine. A little bit more gravy on yours. Bon appetit.
Yep, what he said.
That's it, that is a roast dinner consumed on the bank, and very nice it was too. And then after that, Darren had a cheesecake that we had for pudding. Darren's just had to redo one of his rods in the dark and the rain, because he was getting picked up by a duck, so just to make sure that rig wasn't tangled, he just redone that one. I did fully intend to redo my other two rods as well, but sort of time sort of got ahead of us with cooking a roast dinner and whatnot, and yeah, just didn't get round to doing the other two rods, to be fair. So I was planning on having like a fresh PVA bag, fresh hook bait, and going into the night, but either way, the baits and whatnot that are out there now, at least they're not as old as the ones that were out there last night, as in 7 months old. So anyway, so Darren's got his tablet out. We're going to watch a film now, and yeah, just relax for the rest of the evening. The rain is here now. I don't know if you can hear the rain above us now, but we do have that rain. But the joys of having this canopied area in front of the cabin means we can still be outside, but in the dry. Can certainly get used to this kind of more luxury fishing.
We're getting old, mate.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right, shall we crack on with this film then?
Yeah.
And because it's raining, everything's in the porch now. Darren can't do his silly run behind me now. Oh. Does it in front of me now instead. You just got to stand in the corner now.
I'm in the naughty corner.
Right, hopefully see you tonight guys, but the way this session's going, it's probably going to be morning for all you. See you again, but fingers crossed for a night bite. If it is, it's going to be a wet one. Alright, good morning everyone. And apart from the rain last night, it was a really quiet night. Just gone 7 o'clock, been awake about 15 minutes. And yeah, just come out, had a look over the water, and there's been a few signs of sort of fizzing fish. So, but it's out in open water, near where them kind of ducks have just landed. So, got less than 3 hours of fishing time left. So, what I'm going to do is wind in the 2 rods that didn't get redone yesterday and recast them just out into sort of open water. Well, it's more still on my side, but still out in open water. But to the points where I've just been watching the fizz fishing and yeah, just stick the PVA bags on them signs, because that is the first signs that while we've been here of actual fizzing and bobbling of, you know, of fish feeding. So yeah, I've got plenty of PVA bags made up, as we know. So yeah, so already wasting time by doing the update, so I'm gonna, yeah, crack on and get that done now. Right guys, so that was the second rod I've just recast, and yeah, as I said before, they've both gone out onto signs of where I saw fish fizzing, which obviously means feeding. So yeah, 2.5 hours of fishing time left, and yeah, that's the last ditch attempt, because yeah, really need to start the pack up now, which Darren is already doing behind the camera. But yeah, fingers crossed, you know, a fresh PVA bag with a, you know, a nice fresh smelling hook bait onto them spots. Fingers crossed. Right then guys, so 9:30 and we've only got half hour to go before we have to be out of the cabin. We are virtually packed up now, down to just rods on the ground now, but apart from that, everything is away now. So yeah, it's been a bit of a head scratcher, this one. For the time of year, we were certainly expecting a bit more action than we've had, but we've had a reverse of fortunes from the last time we was here, where it was 1-0 to Darren before. This time it was 1-0 to me.
If you can call it a fish.
Yeah. Yeah, as small as it was a blank saver. So yeah, and all I can put it down to, as I've already said in the blog guys, it's that funny kind of pre-spawning stage of the fish it must be at. So
That's still been a good crack though, isn't it?
yeah, but you know,
Good time.
It's lovely surroundings to be in, and you know, if you are going to blanket anywhere,
Might as well blank here.
yeah, it's a nice and quiet, chilled place. But right, anyway, so I need to get these rods in now. No idea where or when I'm going to be. As I said in the intro, you know, it all depends with life and personal circumstances when I can get out again. But right, till then guys, tight lines, and I'll see you next time wherever that'll be. Thanks for watching. Oh, here he goes again.